Hello viewers, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Omotola and I make tutorials on sewing using patterns. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so that you can get a notification of when I make other videos. If you are new to this channel, I would suggest you probably watch some of my videos to understand some of the things I will do today, like how to measure a basic bodice, because I will be needing that here. Today, we'll be learning how to make a dartless bodice. You heard me right, a dartless bodice, a bodice that does not have dart. Where exactly do you use it and how do you even construct it? Simple. But before I go to that, I need you to understand something. I'll be using this body form as our size. You need to understand that the way the female body is, because of the bust area, which the back does not have, the front is usually longer than the back. Hence, this is more updated than our previous bodies, even in measurement. Because of the bust, I would suggest that you always measure the nape to the waist of the bust, or of the front on its own, which I term front waist length. Then also turn to the back and measure your nape to the back waist. If you are not able to get it directly, because looking at this I had to use a bias to get the point where my waist is, both for the front and the back. You can get an elastic rope, tie around the fullest part of your client, of the waist rather than the bust. So when you measure like this and you measure like that at the back, you will be able to know. When I measure this for the front, I realize that the front of this body is 16 inches. Now, you see that from the back, when measuring from the back, I saw that it is 14 and a half. It means that there is a difference of 1.5 inches. The bust is actually responsible for this. If it's a very busty person, there is a tendency that even if the front is 16, the back may be 14. The back may even be 13 and a half. So it's a function of your height. It's a function of how big the boobs are. Now, I had already pinned this close to it so that you can know what I'm saying well. From this edge here, I made sure the clothes were fitted with pin on this body form. And I actually drew this line beforehand, inch by inch, so we can know exactly how many inches. From this neck here, down to a little bit above the hip, I was able to deduce that the bias for the waist fell around 16 inches. Now when I did for the back, I noticed that it was this line, the line for the waist here, line 16, fell at 14 and a half here. And you see that both of them are still the same length here. It means that the front is longer than the back. So, when you want to construct your pattern now, you see the way I will do that. First, I need to unpin this clothes. So, now, I have removed the pins from, I've removed this cotton, this fabric from the baby there, the dummy rather, the body form. This is the back and this is the front. Now, you realize what I'm saying now. This is the middle, this is the middle. Together like this. Now, looking at it here now, it looks as if they are same because this is the back and this is the front. But immediately I remove the pins from this my dart here, the dart that is around the armhole of the front. you will see that this will lie fallow like this, to lie flat like this. So when you try to match again, can you see the front? It's actually longer. It's longer than the back. And you will see that while it is longer, it is not longer to the down part. It is actually, the length actually fell on the upper part here. So now we are going to draft an updated version of our bodice. But this time around, we're going to teach you how to do a dartless bodice. So first, draw the shoulder line. So let's say this upper part here. I'm not going to do a full measurement for a full bodice. It's going to be just around the waist. I'm going to stop around the waist here, and I'll be working with this measurement. So from this now, our shoulder line. The next measurement to do is your armhole depth. Now, from my previous video, I told you how to calculate the armhole depth, but if you have not watched it, your armhole circumference, just divide it by 2. So the armhole circumference here is 16. So the armhole depth is 8 here. Okay. Now, my back waist is 14.5. This is the back. This is 14.5. 14.5. Even on the front area, still mark the 14.5 because it actually matched here. So rule your lines, connect them together. This line is the waistline. This is the chest line. Okay. So next is to mark the shoulder. The shoulder is 14 divided by 2. So that is 7. The shoulder is always divided by 2. Now, the bust is 34 divided by 4. So 34 divided by 4 is 8.5 here. Your waist, the waist is actually 26 divided by 4 is 6.5. Remember, this is dartless bodice, so I'm not putting that. So from this edge to the front, 6.5 for the waist, the bust, 8.5 for the bust. Now, we're going to do something. If you actually look at it, the bust is coming from the front, so it occupies more space than the back. So the back, remove 1 centimeter from the measurement of your chest, of your bust here. So you remove 1 centimeter. And go and add the 1 centimeter back to the front. Okay, so this asterisk point is what I'm using. Okay. Now, remember that I said the front is longer than the back. At the waistline, they met. They are equal. So, even though this is 14.5, which is for the back, but we still want to realize our 15, our 16. So, shift upward until you reach that 16. The 16 would now level with this line. So, this is where our 16 is. This is 16. to connect. This one is the shoulder line for the front. Now, to know our neck, you measure the same 7, the shoulder width, which was 14 divided by 2. So this is 7, 7, 7. Now, our neck collar is 15. To know how it is distributed between the back and the front. Okay, so the neck collar, divide 15 by 5, which is 3 inches. So our neck width is 3 inches. Measure the 3 here, measure the same 3, so here. Measure 3 for the front, so here, but add 1 centimeter, not 1 inch, 1 centimeter. Okay, this one for the back, just go low by 2 centimeter, go down by 2 centimeter. Connect the lines. This one, connect this one too. Okay. Now, this chest line, you want to know the armhole depth itself. Since we are going through the easy method, not trying to calculate, so just lower the shoulder. Just come down by 4 centimeter. By 4 centimeter. This is 4 centimeter here. 4 centimeter here, and connect these lines. Okay, so join it together like this. All these ones are marking with red marker. They will be the permanent lines that you can cut through. Okay, and the front. Okay, so now the front will be 6 centimeter rather than 4 centimeter, which is for the back. So the front from this line, mark your 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter here. Make sure it is still 7 inches for the shoulder width. Okay, so join together. Okay, so now we are done with the shoulder slope. All this, we are stopping here. Note that. We are stopping here. The bust divided by 4 minus 1 centimeter for the back. The bust for the front is the bust divided by 4 plus the 1 centimeter you removed from the back. So connect your line. I would prefer you don't use a straight ruler. Just get something a bit curvy like the hip curve ruler. Okay. Now, all that is left is this. this point, this is our shoulder width, but it needs to come inside by 0.5 centimeter, not inches, 0.5 centimeter. So just trace this line. This is still the 7 inches. Connect it this way. See, then come inside by the 0.5. So this is 0.5 line. Get the midpoint of this line. The midpoint of this line is 6.5. So the midpoint is around 3 points. So 5 here. This is here. Now come up by 5 centimeter, which is around 2 inches. 2 inches. You come up here, this is 5 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter. Then go out back again when you want to connect this. So look at me. At this place, this 2 inches, which is equal to 5 centimeter, come out back by 0.5 here. But at the midpoint here, we have actually come in by 0.5. So we are joining this line and this line together to form a curve. Now to the front. Also go and mark the 7 inches shoulder width here. Here. Connect the lines. Now the front would usually come in more than the back. So you are removing 1 inch, a whole 1 inch from the front. So come inside by 1 inch. This is 1 inch. This is 1 inch. 1 inch. Then on this line, come up by the same 5 centimeter you come up with here. The same 5 centimeter. Come up. And this same 5 centimeter, just as you came out back, just as you came out again on by your right with 0.5 centimeter, come out too with the same 0.5 centimeter. This is it here. So join this line, connect it to this line, and connect it to this line. So I've come to the end of this. I have to label this because I'm still going to use this same bodice to do other things. So I can label this points A, B, C, D. This is E. So I can decide to label this as E1 to E. This is D1. So it goes the same for this E, E1, D, D1, and this is C, this is B, and this is A. Okay, so this is a dartless bodice. Where do we use this pattern? We use this pattern if you are sewing a stretchy clothes, like your bodycon, or any materials that are spandex. So you can place this pattern on it and cut exact. This one does not have any ease. It does not have any depth. The fabric itself is expected to stretch across the curves. Okay. Alright, so we've come to the end of this particular class, how to construct a dartless bodice. See you next time. Remember to subscribe.